Welcome to the last episode of Hearts of Gold, where we're going to try and finish the series with a flourish by beating our rivals Hibs in the Scottish Cup final. I'd just like to start off by thanking you guys for supporting the series. As always, it's very much appreciated. All the views, all the likes, all the comments, etc. It's been great. Thank you. I think this is a fitting end to the series, really, isn't it? Taking on Hibs, Edinburgh Derby, last match of the season in the Scottish Cup final. The potential to complete a Scottish treble after winning the Betfred Cup and the league. It really is quite incredible. And against a team we have struggled against. I know we've not lost against them, but we really have struggled in, well, 9 out of the 10 games we've played them. We did thrash them once. Other than that, it has been painful. We've lost games. Well, we've not lost games, but we've been in the lead and lost the lead in the last few minutes and thrown away points against Hibs. So I want to win this, and I want to win this convincingly. I'm slightly worried we won't, because our recent form hasn't been great. We've drawn the last, well, 4 out of the last 5 games when the league split, but we did go on to win the league comfortably, of course, and completed an unbeaten season as well. 92 points, 27 wins, 11 draws, 0 defeats. Exceptional stuff. And of course, after winning the Betfred Cup and going all the way to the final in this competition, we are unbeaten in Scottish domestic football. We've only lost games in the Champions League this year. It's been quite a remarkable season, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I do feel like it is a fitting way to end this series. However, as I've explained in previous episodes, for those of you that haven't watched them, I'll just reiterate that I will be, well, I might be continuing this save in as a personal save offline, and then I will upload 1 video per season if I do continue it. But I'm not going to promise anything because I don't want you to be disappointed. So if I do continue it, there'll be 1 video per season. If I don't, there's going to be nothing, and that's the end. But like I said, I think it's a fitting way, perfect way to end this series. Now, this is the team I've selected to hopefully famously win the Scottish Cup for a 2nd season in a row. Danny Amenkwa is not back from injury, really, but I'm going to play him anyway because this could possibly be the last time. And if he does pick up a bad injury, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to risk him. He's been such a major part of this series. He's been so important. He's been our best player this season, quite clearly been our best player this season with a 7.54 average rating. I will look at all the player statistics and stuff at the end of this match. I'll just show you the journey to the Scottish Cup final, actually. We beat St Mirren 2-0. We struggled to get past Wraith Rovers, but we did in the replay quite convincingly. We beat Celtic 1-0 in the quarters final. We beat Rangers after extra time in the semi-final. So we've taken on the 2 biggest teams, Celtic and Rangers, to get here. But yeah, it's the perfect fixture for the final. McLaughlin, Suter, Barra, Lynch, Mankwa, Spearing, Brown, Cochrane, Zoom, Christie and Akpom are the famous 11, hopefully the famous 11. And Hibs are lining up with a 4-4-2 with Ched Evans up front. McGinn's been ever present in that Hibs team since the start of this series. They've got some good players, and I really don't want to let you down, let the fans down, let myself down. We need to win this. We desperately need to win this. I'm going to start with the away tactic because on the whole, it has been quite impressive for us. We created 7 clear-cut chances against Celtic, but we could stick 1 of them away. Ridiculous. But it creates opportunities, I know. It's just whether Akpom is on fire today or not, really. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say it for the supporters. It doesn't really tend to work, but I'm going to say that anyway. You're probably wondering what's next for me, for my channel. I'm not 100% sure myself, but I did say I was going to do a Football Manager 2008 series at some point. So I think that could be next. But it might run alongside something else. We'll see. There's still plenty of time before FM19 comes out. So I do need to have a think. If I do another FM18 series, I need to have a think as to what it would be. Obviously, it's not going to be a long-term series because before long, FM19 will come out and the next few months will fly by. So yeah, I'll probably continue doing what I've been doing, just trying managing in different nations. You guys have enjoyed that, I've enjoyed it, so I'll probably continue doing that. Anyway, first highlight of the game, 10 minutes in, here's Amenkwa, as usual, down that right hand side, even though he's injured, he's put a good cross in, and Akpom opens the scoring after 10 minutes. He sneaks in at the near post and sticks it in the back of the net, and it's quite fitting that's the word of today's episode, fitting. It's quite fitting that Amenkwa gets the assist, even though he's injured. Look at that, lovely finish, tucked home at the near post by Akpom, and it means the world to him, and the supporters are going wild in the corner, as they should be. We're beating Hibs in the Edinburgh Derby, in the Scottish Cup final. Our third final in a row, of course. We won the last one, and we're going to try and make it 2 cups in a row. Can we complete the Scottish treble, as Christie just slams that over the bar? There's not been many opportunities. It's been quite tight. We've had the only clear-cut chance. There's not been many shots. We've snuck possession so far. They're not playing particularly well, but they always seem to do very well in the second half against me, don't they? Amenkwa, great tackle, despite the fact he's on about 60% condition now. Look at Christie go. What a run by Christie, but the shot wasn't good enough to beat Mitchell. They've had 2 half chances, but we've not seen them in the key highlights so far. Cochrane does well, to win that header. Akpom through to Zoom. It's back to Harry. Harry, I thought he was going to hit it then. Zoom does, and he fires it just over the bar. Sometimes wish Harry had a few more shots. He does have decent long shots on him. Amenkwa is really quite dead now. I think I'll bring on Ashley Young. I forgot to say Liam Smith actually picked up an injury since the last league match of the season, so he's not on the bench today and can't feature. That's kind of why I thought, well, I have to play Amenkwa now. I could play Ashley Young, but I'd rather it either be Smith or Amenkwa. They're the ones with the pace to get up and down. But I think I'm going to have to bring Ashley Young on now. I'm going to passionately say I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. And Amenkwa's going to come off for Ashley Young. We're going to play him as a regular wing back, and we're going to turn that off, but hit early crosses into the box. In fact, I'll play him as a defensive wing back. Both Brown and Young as defensive wing backs. Let's get on with this second half then. I did want to win this game convincingly. So far, we have been the better team, but it's only 1-0. And I know that Hibs have the potential to get back into this, because they always do. They always get back into the game. But Christie, what a run there at the start of this second half. It doesn't come to anything in the end, though, unfortunately. Half an hour to go. It's still in our hands. We're 1-0 up. Then they haven't done anything. 20 minutes to go. It's been a boring cup final, but that's fine. That's fine against it. 12 minutes to go, nothing is happening. It's really quite strange. I feel like I have to bring Lafferty on because he's played such a big part in this series. I'm going to do it. Lafferty's coming on. Who else has played a big part? Maybe I'll save the last sub. Could bring Bielik on. Maybe I'll use it as a time-wasting ploy at the end of the match. Well, this has been terribly boring, which I can only apologise for, but we're going to get the win by the looks of it. We're going to get a famous win against Hibs, win the Scottish Cup, win the Scottish treble. I will take Harry off because he's knackered. I'm going to throw on George Moncur. He's had a good season. I think he deserves to have some game time. 5 seconds to go. Literally nothing in that second half. What can I do? It's just the way it is. Hibs have done nothing. And we've got the crucial goal. Akpom has won us the Scottish Cup and confirmed the Scottish treble for us. Here's Kyle Lafferty trying to get one last goal for us. But the ref's surely going to blow the whistle now. Lafferty into the path of Zoom. Is he going to blow it? He's not, is he? He's just letting us pass it around. There we go. We have won the Scottish Cup against Hibs. That's one of our most comfortable wins against Hibs. We always struggle against them, but today it was easy. For whatever reason, it was easy. And look at all the confetti coming down. The lads are having fun. There I am, clapping away. And Ryan Christie, man of the match. Really good performance from him by the looks of it. Not that we really saw anything, apart from one mazy run at the start of the second half. What an achievement, though, to win the Scottish treble with Hearts. It really is incredible. Look at that. Victorious Hearts. Celebrate famous treble. I'm just going to have a look at a few things now, bits and pieces, just to summarise this save, summarise this series. In my 3 seasons here, I've won 2 Scottish Cups, 2 league titles and 1 Betfred Cup. That's pretty impressive. Look at this. I mean, beforehand, Hearts had won the Scottish Cup 8 times. I've added 2 to that already in my time here. And runners-up, of course, in the first season. Ladbrokes Premiership, they'd only won, well, 4 titles. I've added 2019 and 20. It's not showing there at the moment. That'll probably update at the end of the current season. And the Betfred Cup, of course. Just to recap this season then. The player that made the most appearances was McLaughlin in goal. He's been a bit of an unsung hero, I think. He's been very solid. Good average rating this year. Top goal scorer, ignore Bowman, because he's got lots of goals back out on loan at Motherwell. Akpom, 27 goals this season in 29 starts and 19 sub-appearances. Christie finished second with 15. Very good 15 goals. Lafferty got 12 despite an injury-hit season. And Zoom picked up 9. That's not too bad from him either. Assists-wise, this is just incredible. 26 assists from Amenkwa at complete right-back position. Complete wing-back position and 4 goals. So he contributed 30 goals in his 53 appearances this season. That is really impressive. Ben Rees picked up 11 despite being second choice as the shadow striker. He was a bit more creative than Christie. Zoom, 9 goals, 9 assists. Really good season from him. Another unsung hero, I would say. But the best player was Amenkwa, quite clearly. 7.53. Zoom, 7.28. He's had a really impressive season. I always talk about Harry Cochrane, I know, because he's young and he pulls the strings in midfield. But Zoom gets that, gets the goals, gets the assists, picks up good average ratings. Certainly more than Cochrane. But Cochrane he's very important. He often gets the assist of the assist, if you know what I mean. Like Iniesta, I suppose. I'm not comparing him to Iniesta, but in the way that he gets, assists of assists, I suppose. I think I've improved the reputation from 3 stars to 3.5. I might be wrong. We might have started with 3.5. I can't quite remember. But overall, I'm pretty pleased, really. Am I on favoured personnel? I'm still only on favoured personnel. I've not got onto the icons list or the legends list, which I think is a bit harsh considering what I have actually achieved at the club. Here I am, 163 games played, 110 won. That is really 67% win percentage. That is really good. I'm pleased with that, really pleased. Financially, the club is in a very healthy position after our Champions League season. I mean, the board must be... I'm untouchable, as rightly I should be. So, that's the end, guys. Thank you for sticking with me, all of you that did watch the entire series. Very much appreciated. I'm going to start something new at some point. I am going to be going away on holiday to Ireland quite soon. So there's going to be a week or 2 where I'm not really uploading much. And it kind of coincides with the end of this series. So I need to decide whether to start something before I go away and then have a big gap or just leave it for a bit. Might do some experiments in the meantime. I don't know. I might get back on the experiment bandwagon. I'm kind of undecided. It's just a blank canvas now from here on. Something outside makes it right, some sort of farming machine. Can you hear that? It's really loud. Farming machinery. That's what happens when you have the windows open as well, I suppose. It's boiling though, I need to. And I'm hot in this. Didn't actually mention, I assume you saw, but yeah, wearing a suit, got the red tie, well, sort of clarity tie on. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much bang on, isn't it, with the colours of Hearts? That's not bad going. I just realised there's something I do want to do. I want to continue to see who won Player of the Season, etc. We got to do that. Me rambling away, forgetting that's quite important, I think. Oh, by the way, Scottish Cup record, 6 games without conceding, not bad going. Here we go. This is what I want to show before we end the series. The Oval Best 11, just so we can reminisce about some of the great players. In fact, it's pretty much the team that it's almost exactly the team that I played in the final. McLaughlin, Suter, Lynch, Berra, Spearing, Amenkwa, Brown. Is this season? No, it is overall. Prince and Zoom. So Prince is in there instead of Harry. Despite Harry appearing 111 times for me. Christie and Lafferty as the front 2. That's fair enough. Akpom only got into the team in the last year, of course. This year, that was the overall best 11. So Cochrane is in there. End of season's award. Oh, I'm pleased for him. He had to win that, didn't he? 75% of the fans voted for him to be player of the season, with Ryan Christie 10% and Akpom 9%. Ryan Christie, signing of the season. Akpom, young player of the season. Let's have a look at the goal of the season then from Akpom. It was a beautiful goal. I assume it's the one I'm thinking of. Moncur to the edge. Yes, it's this. What a goal! I love those. Volleys from corners. You can't beat those. That is just... Oh, what a goal. Love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, I think that's it. We'll end it there, guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time, enjoy FM18. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.